Just got to our hotel in Athens and ordered gyros and Greek salad. This is the bathroom, the little bedroom, and
If you're smarter than the door open.
Shut up. And this is the tiny little balcony. And look how much feta they put on the salads here. Oops, did I just spill that? No, I didn't.
Oh, no.
And I also got this gyro, and my favorite part is they put fries on the gyros here, which they usually don't do in the US.
Maybe if you put this, no, not if you put something like I'm not.
What they put the spirit guy.
Okay, we are going to a group dinner. Squad.
Good vlog.
Vlogging. Of course I'm vlogging. You want to say hi to the vlog?
What's up?
Got a little teeny tiny coffee. Ah, it's fucking hot. I'm just finishing up getting ready for the morning. So we got into Athens yesterday, went to this group dinner. Basically, we're here for an exhibition tournament. It's an event with IMG and Nike, I think, but Taylor is playing his friend Foe just in one match, which is why we're only here for like a day. And then he is heading to Madrid and I am going back to the States. I actually was debating earlier this week whether or not to even come here because it is literally for 24 hours and like it's just a lot of travel. However, like I mentioned in my last video, I used to live in Greece, so I did study abroad here for 6 months in 2017 in an area of Athens called Agia Periskevy, and it was the best experience. I absolutely love it. I consider this place one of my many homes, and I haven't been back here since 2017. So much of my life has changed since then. I was a sophomore in college. I'm a very, very different person. I've had very different life experiences, and I feel like sometimes when I come back to a city after a long period of time, I just see the city in a much different light. And also, I kind of just want to eat feta cheese. So hopefully I can just have a fun 24 hours here. And then, like I said, I'm going back to the States. I'm doing a girls trip, which I have not done in far too long. It's gonna be part of this vlog. It's with my absolute best girlfriends from college, and I decided to skip the Madrid tournament because I went to it last year. You know, the city is cool, but of all the Europe tournaments, it's one of my least favorite, to be honest, and I just was not super interested in going back, and I want to go home. I want to see my family and I want to see my friends, and I have some work events in LA, and I need to go home and water my plants because my plants in LA have not been fed in like 5 weeks. Taylor and I are going to go to Plaka this morning, which is kind of one of the main areas in Athens that I used to hang out at a lot when I was here on study abroad. Probably gonna get some gyros. I'm gonna have Taylor take some Instagram pictures of me and force him to be in a good mood while he does it, because otherwise I get angry at him. Okay, this is my OOTD. So this top is from Up and Down, and then these pants are from Kukai, Australia. This is like the flea market area where there's a bunch of shopping and it's very touristy and cute, but I think we're gonna go try to find gyros to eat.
Yeah.
I've seen stuff.
Like that's old as fuck. I don't know, they've like done stuff to make sure it doesn't fall apart. Obviously.
Okay, thank you. This is something historical. Don't really know, to be honest. We just kind of wandered into it. And this structure up here is the Parthenon. That's where you were born.
What?
Right there.
Where's that?
That's where you were born.
Where is it? What is it?
Right there.
What are you talking about?
Okay, we're not gonna go here right now, but if you guys are visiting Athens, you have to go to this bar called A for Athens. It has the coolest view, and it's one of like my favorite places in Greece. Up right there. Okay, I'm heading to the tennis club now for the match. I just threw on this little sweater over my outfit in case it gets cold. We're at the match. Boys are playing.
On tour, Francis.
Hey! Dinner time. More Aperol.
Wait, is this the players one? Yeah. Can I check it out?
Oh.
Salmon, seaweed.
I am just about to leave for the airport. Taylor left with the rest of the crew early this morning for Madrid. I'm flying back to Miami today. One of my flights already got delayed and the other one got canceled, so we're off to a really good start. I'm kind of worried today is gonna be a really bad travel day, which is actually pretty rare for me. Like, we fly Delta everywhere, which I honestly cannot recommend enough because we never have issues with it. Usually, now I'm having an issue with it. But like, for how much traveling we do, have never lost a bag, really very, very rarely have flights ever canceled or delayed or have like bad travel days. So we've gotten pretty lucky in the past, but I don't know, today's off to a bit of a rough start already. I had to do my makeup this morning to film a brand deal before I left, but I never ever wear makeup on flights because, as you guys know, I'm very acne prone, and just spending 16 hours on a dry airplane in your makeup, I always break out if I do that. So taking everything off. My car is in 2 minutes, which is why I'm rushing. I know it's like a thing for influencers to do their skincare masks or whatever on long haul flights or just flights in general, but I'm telling you guys, airplanes are so dirty and disgusting. The last thing that you want to be doing is touching your face. Just do your skincare before the flight. There's no reason to do it on the plane. And especially do not ever wash your face in the airplane bathroom with that water. I saw a girl on TikTok do that once and it was truly the most horrifying thing. But since planes are so dehydrating, I put on a thick moisturizer. This is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Overnight Hydrating Mask. You can see I've really put it to use. This is like a thick, almost gel consistency because airplanes are so dry and you want your skin to be super duper hydrated. Pack everything up. I'm in Miami. I kind of look like I'm about to go to the golfing range. Busy day today. I have a big to-do list because my friends are coming tomorrow. This is my best group of girlfriends from college in New York, and we haven't done a trip, the four of us, since our senior year of college during spring break. So I'm so excited for them to come. The flight yesterday was kind of chaos. I ended up getting home at 2 a.m. I slept from like 4 to 6 a.m. this morning because I'd pretty much slept the entire time on the flight. And also, I just want to say my #1 travel tip is having loyalty to an airline, because I only fly with Delta and I booked economy seats for both of the flights that I was on, and I got bumped up to Delta 1 on the first flight and then got bumped up to first class on the second flight. And I literally paid for an economy middle seat. So even though there were some delays yesterday, I'm a Delta girly for life. I'm gonna go get some coffee to fuel myself for the day and have a real ass oat milk iced latte. I also need to go grab like 15 packages that are in the package room downstairs. You guys know when you look at the color of a coffee and just know it's gonna be a good ass cup of coffee. So sorry, my dryer is so loud in the background, but I had this sweatshirt that was my absolute favorite sweatshirt. If you followed me like a year ago, I honestly used to post in it every single day. I lost it when I was in Vienna last year, and since then I've basically been begging this company to bring the sweatshirt back because I tried to order a new one and it was like a limited edition one and I was heartbroken, but they brought it back. The fit of it is so cute. They sent me a bunch of them so I can give them to all my friends, which I think is so sweet, and I'm so excited to give it to them. None of my friends really are influencers, so when I give them my PR, I feel like Santa Claus. Also, this is one of my favorite parts about my apartment. Look at that sunrise. So pretty.
What mini band's a heavyweight you think you're gonna?
I just went to Trader Joe's and got a bunch of flowers because I want to make my apartment cute for when my friends come. I've had friends stay with me in the past, but I've never really felt like I was like hosting something. I honestly feel like I'm healing my inner child, hosting a big adult sleepover. It's so fun. So my friends that are coming are Jenna, Kat, and Gabby. They are my best girlfriends from college. We actually all met because we rushed the same sorority. We went to a very small private liberal arts school in New York, so the sorority that we were in, it's not like sororities that you see in the South. It was a very different experience, but still really fun, and obviously made amazing friends from it. We all still live in New York, so when I spend the summers in New York, which I usually spend at least like 2 months of the summer in New York, I sublet my friend's apartment there, then I get to see them, but besides that, I don't really get to see them very often. They had these at Trader Joe's today, which I've never seen these ones at Trader Joe's, and I thought they were so pretty. I have no idea what they are. The girlies are here! The girlies are here! All right, the weekend begins.
This is us on our second pitcher of spicy margaritas.
I've had 1 sip of water today.
I don't care about water.
My pee is going to be orange.
I hope so. And not from Azo, from dehydration.
You have to see Kevin in his element. He was singing.
No! Get him! Right now! No!
Second.
Eat it! Eat it!
Picture of tahini filled.
We can't waste anything. We can't waste anything.
This is $2.
The towel.
This is $8.
Give me a straw right now.
Jenna spilled the orange juice.
It wasn't me. We were at Bulldog and someone, or was it even you?
I don't know.
Someone spilled orange
Someone
juice,
that
but
wasn't you.
all 3 of you immediately go, Jenna, it wasn't even me.
Yes.
Let her go, let her go, let her go.
Around them.
No. Pretty Caroline, stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working at the diner.
Gabby, you want to tell them what happened at Sexy Fish?
Picture this. Our reservation was for 9:15. We arrive on time. They're like, okay, just chill, wait, have a drink at the bar. We're like, okay, we can do this. 20 minutes passes, finish our drinks at the bar. Now we're at 1 hour and 35 minutes and our table's still not ready. We're hangry. Hangry.
Us too. Equally.
And then they forgot our steak too. So overall, 0 out of 10. And the bathroom has bad lighting. It's not worth the hype.
Basically, the only reason we went was to get photos in the bathroom. There was 800 people in the bathroom at all times, and the table took 2 hours, and it was just not
the vibe.
It was not the vibe. On the plus side, our bill was
$1, literally.
the cheapest.
They did rectify it.
We are going to Miami Beach. Going to the beach. Oh, my ears.
Close it, close it, close it, close it. Which one is that? We're going to Miami.
I hate the song.
Close it, Kathy.
Sonic Boom.
What?
Oh, it was doing that thing where only one is open.
Put in here.
She's like vibing out the window. This was how he tried to do the pickup. He said, "You are a tree." We're like, "Excuse me?" He's like, "Yeah, so you need to get in the water to see how you grow."
Yeah, it was so odd.
So I've never been called an oak tree before. Then he was like, we'll get you guys drinks. Meanwhile, they're drinking out of a Wawa cup. Kat's like, what, we're all gonna share your Wawa cup?
And he said yes.
You know, I was thinking about it a little harder at Sexy Fish when the guy called us Charlie's Angels +1. Like, was that a date?
Like, who's the +1?
Yeah, I think it was me.
Okay, look how cute this street is. It looks like we're in Europe.
It is so much better when you turn
margarita shop.
I don't want to be perceived.
Yes, this video.
This was my first crush.
What would we get though? What do you think like signifies?
Toilet paper roll.
Could you imagine?
Like imagine like you're being all sexy in bed, you're like, ooh.
I already have an ass tattoo, so we'll have to. Yes.
What is it?
I have a tattoo on my butt.
Is it a
Oh,
cherry?
from
No, it's not a cherry, it's a moon.
That's good cherries. That's
So we can't get butt tattoos because that real estate's taken.
So Kevin has a butt tattoo. I'm so excited.
Just a light meal. Morning, happy Monday. My friends left last night. The weekend was so fun, but I am sick. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but my sinuses are just messed up to the nines right now. I always get a cold right around this time of year, so that's kind of unfortunate. The weekend was so fun. I love hanging out with them, and part of the reason that I wanted to do this weekend is I deeply believe in the healing powers of girl time. It's just so important to have good, genuine girlfriends around you, and I spend so much time with Taylor. Even though I'm on the road with him all the time, I am in constant communication with my friends, checking up on my friends, FaceTiming my friends, and then when I'm home, I see them absolutely every single chance I get, and I always get messages on Instagram asking kind of how I maintain my friendships while I'm traveling so much. And it is difficult, but I think something that I'm good at is maintaining long-term, really healthy, loving friendships. Jenna, Kat, and Gabby I met 8 years ago. My best friend in LA, who I see every single time I go home, I met on the first day of kindergarten. So we've been best friends for like 21 years. And I've moved around a lot. I grew up in Minnesota. I went to college in New York. I moved to LA. I moved to Greece. I've come down to Miami now. And I feel like I've been so lucky that I truly find amazing people everywhere that I go. But I think a lot of that too is being genuine in yourself and being self-aware of what you're putting out into the world and what type of people you're attracting. I feel like part of the reason that I've been able to find such good friends is that I have really good intuition about people, and I also trust my intuition so much that I act on it. You know, if I'm uncomfortable or someone gives me bad vibes, like I trust my gut feeling about that and I remove myself from the situation immediately. And I was thinking about it this weekend while I'm surrounded by this amazing group of girls. I've never had a friendship breakup. I've never gotten into a bad argument with a friend. I've never had a toxic friendship. I've never sent a mean text to another girl, because listen, men hate us enough. Like, why the fuck would we do that? I think I've been able to avoid any sort of like toxicity or like bad friends or mean friends or toxic friends just because I really trust my intuition, and I think that is very important when you're navigating what sort of people that you want to let into your life. So for anyone who is navigating friendships, or I get messages from girls all the time about moving to new cities and trying to make new friends, just trust me, there are absolutely amazing people everywhere that you go. Just be genuine, be yourself. Honestly, that's the most important thing with making friends, is just putting yourself out there, going out more, doing more. Speaking of going out, because I've talked a lot about alcohol in this channel, and obviously as you guys saw, I was drinking alcohol this weekend. I kind of just want to keep you guys like updated where I'm at with that. So the first day that my friends were here, we went to that beach club during the day, and I think throughout the day I had like 4 margaritas. That was all I drank this weekend, because those 4 margaritas absolutely took me out. And it sucks because obviously I'm having a girls' weekend, I'm in Miami, I want to have fun. Even those couple of drinks just made me feel awful. That night I couldn't drink because I was just exhausted, and then the next day I had a lot of anxiety, and I felt like it wasn't really a physical hangover. Like physically I felt fine, but in my head I just felt off. I felt like I couldn't properly form a sentence. I didn't feel fully energized. I didn't feel like myself. The worst part of it is I felt like I couldn't fully be present with my friends because I was hungover. So the next couple nights we went to dinner, and I would just order like a hot water with lemon, because obviously I wanted to like drink and have fun with them. But as soon as everyone else is drinking, you can kind of pick up on their vibe, and it's not really necessary for me. And also I wanted to be able to be present with them the next day and feel good the next day and want to like go out and do things. So yeah, I'm still, you know, kind of having this weird relationship with alcohol, and not because I ever black out or throw up or do bad things, but just because I'm not able to be myself the next day, and I hate that. I want to be waking up feeling good and 100% and fully present with the people I care about. So that's that. And the reason that I bring this up is because I had a girl message me on Instagram and ask, you know, kind of how I navigate a girls' weekend without really being a big drinker. It's difficult, but it's definitely doable, and I have a Sober Curious podcast playlist that has, I think, 1 or 2 episodes about how to like party sober. If anyone wants to listen to that, I will link that down below. Also, I'm leaving for Europe again in a couple days, so I just went shopping and stocked up on some stuff. You guys, I'm so upset about this. This Glossier You perfume has been my go-to scent for years. This bottle, I'm obsessed with it, and I know a lot of other people like it. So they reformulated the perfume, and it smells like asshole and cardboard now. I don't even know what they did to it. I'm so upset, so I'm gonna have to go return this today. I don't know when they reformulated it, but the new formula, the size of the bottle is 1.69 ounces and the original formula is 1.7 ounces. So that's how you can tell if you have the older, the new one. Then I went to Sephora. I got a new Makeup by Mario eyebrow pencil. This is in Honey Brunette. It's my absolute favorite brow pencil. Then I got the Bum Bum Summer Jet Set. So this is the Brazilian Bum Bum cream and the perfume. Honestly, was not the biggest fan of this at first, but now I really like it and I think it's nice for summer. And then I got a new beauty blender. I switch out my beauty blenders every like 6 to 8 weeks because I'm so acne prone, and these little things harbor so much bacteria unless you're actively washing it between every single application, and like literally who does that? Nobody. So if you guys have acne at all, make sure you're switching these out. And then because I'm flying a ton this week and I've talked about how dehydrating planes are for your skin, I got some Dr. Jart Hydra Solution sheet masks. So when I land, I will wash my face and put these on right when I get back from the airport. So, by the way, this is my new Dyson, my new vacuum. I love her. She's so perfect. I have to film 3 brand deals today, then I have to edit and post this, then I have to pack. I'm going back to Minnesota for 2 days. I'm going back to LA for 3 days, and then I leave for Rome. So we're a little busy bee, but it's fun. I like having a lot going on. If you guys made it all the way through the Chaotic Girls trip, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.